The day you stand up and you remember that you have a God, that's that day your life starts to change. So please do not allow anybody ever tell you that they are your God. And for those that act like a stumbling block because of their own selfish interests, they want to pull other people down. They want to pull other generations down. God will answer them. And when He answers them, they will be the ones to suffer and beg. You see, the problem with our nation is that some people feel that they are larger and they are bigger than God. So they feel that they own everything. And that's why they don't want to be accountable. The first trait of people that think that they are larger and they are bigger than God is that they don't want to be accountable. You cannot tell them anything. It is their way always or no way. When they don't get their way, they try to bring everybody down. But they forget that God is the most awesome and He is the greatest. They forget that God who has the whole world in His hands. They forget that God created the world. These are the same people that go ahead and they take what does not belong to them. They bring others down. These are the people that are quick to say, I made somebody. You didn't make anybody, please. God made all of us. These are the people that pad budgets and they feel, oh, as long as I can go away with it. These are the people that have made it possible. And out of the 30,000 primary healthcare centers in Nigeria, only 20% are functioning. And these people think they are larger than life. These are the people that don't speak truth to power. They abuse people that speak truth to power. They forget that the lives of people that speak truth to power is blessed. They forget that history will vindicate the just. But these are the people that think everything is about them. So when they behave like that, they think everything and everyone is about them. But it's not about you. Nigeria has the capacity not to be in poverty. Our leaders have made us be in poverty. And I'll tell you a story of China. As at the 1980s, when Nigeria was doing well economically, China was one of the poorest nations on earth. In fact, poverty rate was over 60%, as at 1978. But today, ask me, what did they bring poverty rate to in that country? As at 2006, they had brought it down to 7%. It is possible to bring Nigeria out of poverty. But our leaders choose not to bring it out of poverty. One way they choose to keep Nigeria in poverty is this. Let me tell you. I'll show you. The Federal Cooperative College, Oji River. How do you explain 90 billion budget hike The FCC Oji River sent 12.8 billion to the National Assembly. The National Assembly sent back a budget of 103.6 billion. This school in Oji River has been used to hike budgets. Once you hike the budget and steal the money, there is no way society will grow. The proposed capital budget $667 million. Approved by National Assembly 40.8 billion. The National Assembly inserted 169 items and increased the capital budget of the Federal College of Fishery and Marine Technology, Lagos, to 40.88 billion. Just imagine that. How do you want a country to grow? How do you want a country to grow? Over 45 billion worth of projects was inserted into the Nigerian Institute of Oceanography and Marine Research budget by the National Assembly. Line items were not proposed budget but magically appeared in the budgets. Then the country will not grow. If you calculate the amount of these budget insertions, Senator Ningi said close to 3 trillion. You know, that was why they suspended him. Close to 3 trillion was spent on budget insertions. If close to 3 trillion is used to build schools and endeavors, then this country will be a whole lot better. If our leaders spent budget effectively, I built 2 buildings, a library and a health outreach center in my village in the space of 1 year. I know how much I spent. If I had the luxury of billions like this, I will build many schools and equip them with teachers and many healthcare facilities. But these politicians have the luxury of these billions because they manage it and they steal. So it is when they steal so much that you can't even see the importance of all these projects in society. And people start to live in despair and in penury. But you know what I believe? When God would turn the captivity of Zion around, they were like those that dream. So you cannot give up. You also need to constantly hold them accountable. Because if you leave them alone, they'll continue things like this. Leadership can actually bring this country out of poverty. There is no hopeless case of any nation in the world. The most important resource of any nation are its people. As long as that nation has people, then it can't be hopeless. But our leaders deliberately made our own hopeless. And they use our money to victimize people. Look at the case of Rivers. One man playing God. The state he has left. All the things he said in the past, he has gone against them. No integrity. Why? Because of power. Because it's all about him. It's all about him. The Bible says, when he lifted the captivity of Zion, they were like those that dreamt. But before the captivity of Zion can be lifted, there must be accountability. There must be stock taking. As long as we have a society where there's no stock taking, there cannot be growth. You know, when you look at that Bible verse of, oh, and God lifted the captivity of Zion, they were like those that dreamt. They were like those that dreamt also talks about surplus, surprise. I believe that day of big surprise can actually come. But are we ready to lift that captivity? The first captivity is the mental capacity. A lot of people do not even believe that society can get better. So they support and they speak in favor of the evil ones. If you have that mindset, society can never grow. So when are you going to stop that mindset of not believing that society can do well? Some of you want the captivity to be lifted, but you are the one that also take 5,000 and 10,000 naira from these politicians to vote for them on election day. Are you? That resource is your resource. Secondly, you must demand answers. That's another part of accountability. You must demand answers. You must demand answers. Pure and simple. You cannot allow people steal your commonwealth and you look at them. You remember in the Bible where they were trading in the house of the Lord. Jesus took action. You cannot allow people to steal your commonwealth without demanding answers. So the truth has to be said. What is your own level of accountability? All I can do is to give you the inspiration to change your mind. Then what are you going to do? You must ask questions. You must condemn evil. You cannot sit back and support those that do evil. You cannot be abusive to those that speak the truth. When you do that, you support evil. Do not say it's cruise, because for everything you post, you'll be judged by it. You saw that man that was running for governor in America. Many years ago, apparently, he had done some funny things. He had posted certain comments in a porn site. Those comments were digged out. Today, he's facing those comments. So be careful. Don't do things in the spur of the action today that will ruin your tomorrow. Accountability is key. And this message too, that I'm preaching about generality, also applies to your personal life. If you can't be accountable in your little finances, you can't do well. Let's talk this morning. I'm going to play the debate we had again today from about the night before 10 o'clock hour. 0818 099 1991 0818 099 1991 0818 099 1991. And I'm playing that debate again because it's based on popular demand. A lot of people said, Rufai, we couldn't get the chance to listen to the students' debate at the Oseni Center in your village. And that's why I'm putting on the debate again for you. So you can listen and hear what the students were saying. When they were talking about, should a leader have a regional mindset or a national mindset. Hello.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Rufai Oseni.
Bless you. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Chino Sosamu. I'm calling from Reality School.
Talk to me.
One of the challenges we have as a country is the fact that we ourselves, we do not portray the right moral in our mentees. I see all the things you're saying is just the truth. The reason why we are suffering in Nigeria is because of the level of education. If our primary schools and secondary schools are being taught good morals, are being taught politics, I think we'll have a long way to go in this country to move it forward. Look at what's happening in Rivers State, for example. The governor has left and is playing Godfather. And people are there clapping. The problem I have is people clapping, is people listening to him and giving audiences. You can't do this in Japan, you can't do this in North Korea, you can't do this in the US because of the level of education. So they take advantage of illiteracy to oppress the people. That's one of the problems. And by the time that we have overcome all these problems, I think we'll have a good way to go in the country.
Thank you so much. And you said something. You said it before. It's just like the people that supported evil politicians in the last elections, and they are suffering it today. It is well. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
I'm very glad to get you this morning. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, my pleasure. How are you, sir?
Yeah, you are a good pastor. You are a good pastor. Continue to bless you. This is deeply coming from here.
Bless you.
Yeah, listen, this is a experimental place that we have seen this last election in Rivers State. I keep on saying this to equip the local vigilantes and the other paramilitary outfits that have been parodying, going around looking for the space to occupy to help Nigerian police. Yet Nigerian police is showing that they are the elephant of the nation. Yet things are passing under their feet. They can't fight the battle because there's no unity between other paramilitary states or paramilitary formations to gather information and fight the battle of crime to stand still. Now, what am I saying? Civil defense have proved that they can do what police cannot do. And if you see the record of the performance in Rivers State election, you will see what civil defense have done, irrespective of the fire that we want to put in Rivers State. And this is my call, that Nigeria should look into the constitution and equip other paramilitary sectors to zoom and move in the outfit of security in the nation. Because without the local paramilitary vigilante, there will be no perfect intelligence gathering. There will be no perfect intelligence outfit that will help either the military or the police. And in as much as other outfits want to enter, the Nigerian police formations will not allow them to enter with all the fundamental politics that are going on, and they will be swept away. This is a very good experimental outfit yet on Saturday that we have experienced in our voting system. And I hope we can do better if we can allow other people to take it, so that there will be free and fair elections in other upcoming elections in Nigeria. In fact, I appreciate civil defense and other activities.
Thank you so much. Hello, how are you?
Hello, good morning, my big brother.
Morning, sir. Hey, Manjam Pharmaceuticals. How is great work going there?
Hey, thank God. To God be all the glory. Thank you very much. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the quest of enlightenment. Our prayer for you is that God will continue to strengthen you, protect you, and guide your path, and direct your path. In Jesus' name. I sent the account details of our Icon of Hope and Support Foundation to you, sir.
Okay. I'll publicize it so that in case anybody wants to support your foundation. No worry.
Yeah, because at this point in time, a lot of challenges
No, so just call your Icon of Hope Foundation account number on air so that in case anybody wants to give your foundation money with all the work you do in Nasarawa by giving poor people drugs and everything, just call it out on air yourself.
Okay, I need to write it down so that maybe I will call you back then or send it. I've already sent it on your WhatsApp.
Okay.
So what I want to let our people understand is that there are a lot of challenges in that Suleja prison. I can tell you now we are working towards feeding 1,000 image every day. Image people are entering the prison. You know.
Isn't government supposed to feed them?
Huh?
Is government not supposed to feed the prisoners?
They do, but you know the challenges is that they just from a reliable source is that the authorities not only in that place. Let me just make this clear to people because I get this information from a reliable source. You know, maybe because of the economic hardship or whatever, some of the warders, when the government provides food for them, maybe they always buy those foodstuffs at the cheaper rate from the prison. You know, they sell out those food items. I'm telling you not about the truth.
Really, so, can this source expatiate and give us more information? Because it's a big allegation, that food that is supposed to be, you know, for the prisoners, warders are now buying them at a cheaper rate and taking them home, so the prisoners are left to be hungry in Suleja prison.
Yes, Suleja, Emina, Niger State. From a reliable source, I don't want to mention the name of the warder.
Okay.
So they buy it. You know, we are on live program. So because they find it easier for them, because one, at an affordable price. So when they bring in food, sometimes you will see that the government claim that maybe they give them, they feeding for the inmates maybe per day is 1,000 naira. We will now discover that they give them, some of them, confirm this, old prison in Niger State. 1 cup of curry in the afternoon. Their food, nothing like fish, and they collect their allocation for this. It's not the fault, maybe the government are not doing it.
This feeding of prisoners, will they allow you to take the food in every day?
Yes, of course, they do. People, that was why I said they should support this our project, is that they allow such. Even if you want to share food for prisoners, you must consider giving the water at least 100 plates because they would like to eat.
Okay.
I'm talking from experience. It's what I've done before.
Go and write out the account number and announce it here. Where is it? Go and look for it and write out. Announce it here so that people will be able to be part of it.
Yes, sir. So I'll call you back. Let me write it out.
You might not be able to get me back, and that's why let me give you time. Go and look for it and write it now.
Yes. Okay. Let me. All right.
And you should have it with you every time, please, so that you'll be able to. So I'm waiting. I'll particularly wait for you so that you're able to call it out.
Okay. It's 00.
Yes.
611 611.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
09.
Yeah.
Unity.
Call it again,
00.
Yeah.
61.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
09.
Unity
PLC. Icon of Hope and Support Station account number.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. It is well. So please, you can support Icon of Hope. We do a lot of partnership with them. They want to feed prisoners out there. Hello, how are you?
Good morning, sir.
Morning, yeah.
My name is Egan.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to me about it.
Yes, I have nothing to say, but thank you to you for work that I do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. 0818 099 1991. 0818 099 1991. When God lifted the captivity of Zion, we're like those that did dream. And most captivities will be lifted only when we have a great level of accountability. You can't lift captivity without accountability. It's not done. Hello, how are you?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, morning. Yeah.
Sir, I wanted to speak to someone on the live program, so I don't go wrong.
Okay. 0818 099 1991. Hello, how are you? Okay. 0818 099 1991. Hello.
Good
Morning, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Philip and I'm calling from Aja.
Good to have you. Talk to me.
The last caller talked about warders taking inmate food home. They do that really. I know that they do that.
Wow. So you're corroborating that they do that actually?
Yes. If you see, they even go home with inmate blankets. They are blankets that are supposed to be they were shared for inmates. But these warders take this blanket home.
Really?
The food that they were supposed to share for inmates, we see them go out with bags of rice to their various houses.
So warders take the food that belongs to inmates?
Yes, they take them home.
How did you get the information? At some point, were you in prison or you worked as a warder? How did you get this information?
I was there for 4 years.
You were in prison for 4 years?
Yes.
Which prison was that? Ikoyi prison?
No, it was called Ibarra prison.
Ibarra prison in Abeokuta?
Yes.
So, and warders were taking your food and everything?
Yes, we see them. They take our food home.
Wow.
We see them. We're close to them, so we know what's going on.
So, you guys now lack food because they take your food home. So, you guys couldn't feed and all of that, right?
Yes. So, yes, because the churches that come around within church that give us clothes and good food to eat.
Okay, and that's why that brother that called, he has a foundation that wants to feed prisoners in Suleja, so we'll partner with him.
Yes, they come around to feed us. They could not give us food. We don't have food to eat. We don't get medications. We don't get anything. So it's the church
but the prison service said some prisoners did National Open University recently. Can you turn off that noise? The noise is killing my ears.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah. So, but you guys get to go to school in the prisons?
Yes, we do exams in the prison. You can do your GC, you can do your wife in prison.
Thank you for this information.
You have to be connected. You have to know somebody. You must be connected.
Thank you for this information. It's very vital. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Hello, how are you?
Hey, Rufai.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm calling you from Atlanta, Georgia. I have to stay up in order to listen to your program.
Bless you. God bless you. God honor you.
I'm so disappointed with Nigeria at this point. After independence, the president flew out. How much was the cost of the fuel at the airport where he's going to park that jet? How much is he paying per day when he cannot open farms? There is hunger in the land and the president is out. When he's supposed to be going into industrial farming, is Burkina better than Nigeria? Look at what that boy is doing. This man is just sleeping in office and everybody is sitting quiet. Nigeria is supposed to be #1 industrial farming zone in Africa. What is happening to Nigeria? I grew up in Cameroon. We used to buy rice from Nigeria in those days and export to Cameroon. Now people are buying rice from Cameroon and exporting to Nigeria. What is happening? I think we need to get all these people out of office with prohibition. Look at Wiki in rivers, destroying everywhere. What is happening? There is no law again in Niger Delta or in rivers. Afari Tukumbo said he has the capability to bring down a jet in a country with laws and nobody said anything. So I'm so disappointed.
It is well. I feel that way too, but I can't give up. I will do my best in the media to amplify voices of reason at times like this. But thank you so much. I appreciate you, my brother. I feel that way, but we can't give up. And that's why I do this every day. And one day, like I quoted the Bible verse, that when he turned the captivity of Zion were like those that dreamt. And so is it going to be. 0818 099 1991. 0818 099 1991. Those are the numbers to call for a lot of you that are saying, what are the lines to call? Very soon we'll go play the debate program we had as our empowerment in the village. They'll do all over again, and you get a chance to listen. So if you want to listen, it's going to be VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. You can watch the debate program again. VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. Hello, how are you?
Fine, good morning.
Bless you. What's your name?
It's fine, I'm calling from 211.
Talk to me, my brother.
Yeah. You can thank you a lot for your good works.
God be praised.
You are the strongest voice in the media driving for the division of Nigeria. We are very glad and thank God for giving us somebody like you.
God be praised.
Please, the work of entire DOP staff, they are all marvelous, real great.
God be blessed.
I have a request. I don't know. This HRO that you guys got the first time. I don't know why she stopped calling. That woman is another she speaks to people conscience. I miss her a lot. For getting Cordelia during the morning program is something like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll notify that. Thank you so much.
She's not coming again. Why?
We'll notify that. I don't know the reasons for that, but I'll definitely ask a
Please look
question.
into it.
Thank you.
Look into it. That woman is a voice.
Thank you
It's a
so much.
voice.
Thank you.
Please, sir.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah. 081 8099 1991. I'll take like 2-3 more calls. We'll wrap it up. Then we'll play the debate all over again, so you can hear the future young Nigerians debating and putting emphasis on things that should be done for development in our country. I like to give kudos to thank God, the man on the back end for us. Thank you so much for all the great work you do. Hello, how are you?
Hello, very good morning.
Morning. Great to have you. Great to have you. Go ahead, sir.
Fall in love with your analysis and your concern for the state of the nation, what is happening. You have to be listening to your programs, this and inspiration and motivation.
Thank you.
Some of us are concerned about the political evil that's happening in Nigeria. As you said, we are abundantly blessed for the human and natural resources. Because of financial help from you, how can I get in touch with you? We have to do something. All this conference already came up with a plan for 2027 plan for the youth. We have to hold our national conference, not the one organized by the government. Because the recommendation is going to be imposed on the youth by the government.
Thank you so much. But you see, all of this, don't worry. There will be one of these editions of this our Sunday show that will hold our own national confab where we will talk about our issues and everybody will get a chance. But I appreciate you. You can always reach me on the radio. That's just it. I'm always here every Sunday morning from 9 o'clock. Huh?
When is it going to take place?
Don't worry, I'm going to announce it. Just keep listening here. I'm going to announce it. Yeah. Hello, how are you?
Good morning.
Morning, bless you. What's your name? What? From where? Go ahead, sir. God bless you. It is well. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Rufai.
Morning, who is this? What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Damba. Rufai.
Yeah.
We cannot be waiting on God's time in Nigeria when our leaders are supposed to do what they are supposed to do to make the country better. People still talk about God's time. It should not be God's time. There is no God's time.
It is well. It is well. It is people that take their destiny in their hands. As I wrap up this Sunday morning, I have a word. For those that think they are God, remember, there's a God that is in heaven. God does not need to show himself before he is God. And our God stands firm. For all of those that say they made people, who did you make? You cannot create anybody. So stop saying you made another man. For those that say they have it all, what do you have? You don't have anything. It's only the grace of God that keeps us alive. For those that think they know it all, what do you know? You don't know anything. It's only God that knows it all. Please, you are not any man's God. For those that feel they are the God of men, remember, there is only one God who is in heaven, and all men must bow down to that God. There is no God of men. There is only one God who is the supreme being. And for those that think they have all the power, we will see if you will live forever. A word is enough for the wise. God bless you. We'll play that message again. You can continue listening to the message on VOP 90.3 on the Instagram and on the radio. Voice of People 90.3 FM. Bless you. God bless you.
Also want to thank the initiator of this program, because it's a novel one. I think it's the first in the chapter of this term, the volume. Please give me a round of applause, please. For someone who are still here, who are living in Odobolu, and is now coming back to give to the town, and especially to the youth. Because we thought the youths are the future generation, are the generation now. So, not even future. But are you for the future or you are the present generation? You're not? Are you for the future or the present? They are both present and for future. So we believe you can do the best. If he was like you some years back and he's doing a great thing today, and I felt you too will do better than this. Please give yourself an applause again. And we have to thank him greatly for doing this great job, because it's not easy financially and otherwise, and to bring people from all different spheres of life. And we're going to be here today. It's a great thing. Please let me round of applause, please. Also pray to God that God will uplift him when he's working, and he go higher, higher, and higher. Please, let's give a round of applause once again. So thank you so much for this second edition that we're holding today. So we are grateful for your efforts at ensuring that you stop the pace we started from last year. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. With a big round of applause.
This is the second edition, and it's going to be a yearly thing. And as we have more funds and more capacity, I'm thinking of you making more than once every year. I thought you were going to clap for that. And in Nigeria, things like this together definitely does not come cheap. All right, and since we built the center last year, we also built another center just around the corner. We are really poised at constantly helping the people of this town and helping them to be able to scale and do immensely, very, very well. So we're looking at the possibility. We're also looking at the possibility of organizing, many other events where you guys can get a chance to meet with core professionals, to be able to meet with people in the world out there, where you want to go, where you want to be. Because you see, I tell you in life, everything you become is as a result of associations you have, isn't it? If you're not associated with the right people, you're not going to go anywhere. If you're associated with drug dealers, Yahoo boys, people with shady character, you're not going to do well. Your association determines your elevation. And let me tell you something for free. Life is deeper and bigger than the four walls of Odobolu. The only thing I can do is to help you get started, give you opportunities, set up a place like this where you can study, where you can have debates, where you can see crosslinks of ideas, where you can do so well. The rest is in your hands. Because many years ago, I was once in Odobolu just like you. But guess what? I had a global appeal. I wanted to do more in life. I wanted to break bounds in life. So I kept on working towards it. I never thought of my background putting my back to the ground. Because I believed, yes, I was in Odobolu then, but I was a global figure. Today, I have become that global figure. Sometimes I like to shy away from my achievements, but very, very well in my life. A lot of you might not know me here, but when you go out there and you tell people that you are standing close to Rufai, they say, whoa, you are standing close to a great person. I came from Odobolu just like you. That's why I want to democratize opportunities. I want to make you see the world. I have had my fair share of seeing the world. I have spoken in Cambridge, Oxford, most of the Ivy League schools in the world. I have been given an honorary doctorate degree. I have traveled, and I came from Odobolu, and it was just like you. Did I have my doubts? Yes, I had my doubts. Did I ever think I could do it? Sometimes I did not believe in myself too. But I had to be determined. I had to tell myself that impossible is nothing. That I wanted to take Odobolu's name to the world. Then, when they mention Udogulu, they'll mention people like Major General Henry Adefokwe, they'll mention people like Oladipo Dia. But I also felt I could put Udogulu on the map in my own way. And I persevered. Because nothing in life is given to you for free. And I worked really, really hard. Fighting, ensuring that things get better. Because I know my successes are not about me. I know I carry Odogulu with me anywhere I go. I know if I succeed, Odogulu definitely will succeed. So, I keep on promoting Odogulu because success is not for you alone in life. Success is to be able to inspire people to come after you. And that's it. I know a lot of you might not watch television. You might not watch a lot of media. You might not even know me standing in front of you. It's fine. For many years, you get more exposed and you'll probably see and say, oh, so that was Rufai standing in front of me all that while. That's the power of hard work, perseverance. So because you came from Odogulu does not mean it's the end of the world. And that's why today, I'm equally bringing some great people, some of my great aunties from Odogulu, former retired Court of Appeal Judge, Justice Adefokwe Okoji. She's going to be here. She's right on the road. All the way from Lagos. They're all coming all the way from Lagos to be able to tell you that because you come from Odogulu does not mean your life should end here. That you are a global figure, you have capacity to do well. And because you come from Nigeria does not mean your life should end in Nigeria. You have capacity to do immensely very well. You can be a world figure. Your background should not put your back to the ground. In fact, your background should inspire you to seek a lot of possibilities. And that's why we're putting this together every year. And we're also affecting people's lives. We have another center we built in Odogulu apart from here. I'm sure some of your parents might have benefited from the healthcare outreach when we did healthcare outreach a couple of months ago, where we gave other people in town healthcare and things in collaboration with some doctors and doctor friends of mine and some associations. So when I succeed, we all succeed. Success is not about one person alone. It's about carrying other people with you. And for you, this might just be the beginning. So please, do not say, because you are here, this is where your life is going to end. In fact, this is where your life is going to begin. It's going to be the beginning of a lot of possibilities. Like I said before, I see some of you ending up in Ivy League schools around the world, flying the kites and doing very well. And please, I will beg you, don't do drugs. Don't go into vices. Don't move with the wrong gang, because it's not beneficial life. Face your studies, work very hard. Take your time and work very hard. There is no antidote to hard life. I mean, the only antidote, beg your pardon, to hard life is hard work and smart work. You know, there's a top golfer that's called Gary Player. He says, the harder I work, the luckier I become. So if you want to be lucky in life, you need to work hard. You need to persevere. You need to be determined. Don't join bad gang. It's not going to make you look good. You might see Yahoo boys making money. They're up for damnation. You can almost see their end. Did I have people like that when I was in school that acted in that way? Yes, I had those people. But you can almost predict the end. Because in the end, it justifies the means. Like I said before, I will provide the opportunities I can, but most of the work is up to you. It's about your will. And what you do begins today. Your life begins today. If you've been slurpy with your academic work, remember that opportunity comes but once. You might not get those opportunities again. You see, there are a lot of you, the things I'm telling you today, you might not understand it, it's fine. But maybe 10, 15 years from now, you'll get it. 10, 15 years from now, you remember that Rufai spoke to you and said, this is it. I'm working on many opportunities. Just pray God gives me the right of putting Odobulu on the map. Most of you here, I want to give you jobs. I want to give you possibilities. I mean, I showed Miss Idoa a letter and I said, please shut up. Don't say to anybody what we're working on. And it's going to be here. And when you see it, it's going to be something of pride. You know why? Because I also was given the opportunity at the age of 15, 16 to start working in the media. At the age of 15, 16, I was already working in a radio station in Warri. But today, I work well over 20 years of my life. So, and my boss, who I'll never forget, he passed a couple of years ago, Chief George Ugen, Natasha George Ugen, gave me the opportunity. Saw a 15-year-old and believed so much in me. And put me on radio. And I started working. I started broadcasting to millions of people. I started talking on the radio at the age of 15. I was earning the salary. I was doing quite well. Then I've not even gone to school. And I worked for over 5-6 years before I went to school. In fact, even 6-7 years. In fact, at some point, I'll tell you quickly, I didn't even want to go back to school. Because I was already working, I was already doing my passion. Until, my lovely dearest dad said, before I don't get too carried away, you have to get a degree. So, guess what? Went back, got started, kept on pushing, kept on fighting. And he still gave me the chance to even walk while I was in school. So, truth is, that kind of opportunity, how about we giving somebody a review? Is it going to be fun? Huh? Don't worry. Keep praying. You never know what will happen. Like I said before, the best I can do for you guys here is to use out of the reach impromptu speeches. I cleared everything. So you too can also do it. I represented Fego. I went to Fego. So I'm not an alien. I didn't fall from the sky. I went to Fego here. Spent 6 years, lived in a room, did everything. Fego here. Spent 6 years, lived in a room, did everything. Shouted, Oro Baba! Orore! Orore! Oro Baba! I went out on assembly days and I sang, Ebayilekun Goyawa, Ebayilekun Goyawa, Kamuluru Buro, Ebayilekun Goyawa, Ebayilekun Goyawa, Kamuluru Buro. So I did all those things. There's no corner they're going to tell me about that I didn't pass through here, that I don't know. But the truth is, it didn't stop me from thinking global. While I was in Odogun, I was also thinking global. I didn't just always also debate. Listen, I would come with Mr. Idowu there. I would organize debates with OCDC. My father was a member of OCDC. In fact, I think I was one of the youngest working members of the OCDC, or the Will Development Council there. Because I would follow them around. My father was saying, go there. And guess what? That was when I learned the sense of service. So when people see me do community service today, I've always done it at the age of, and then I was 12, 13, 14 years of age. And I was already working in OCDC, going around, organizing debates and running around. So why will I not give back? Why will I not open opportunities for you? Why will I not build centers? Why will I not build libraries, like we have built this as a library? Why will I not build other centers? I've got 2 of these centers in Odobolu, and by the grace of God, I want to build more. I want to give people more opportunities.
taking all the opportunities without thinking of where I'm from. In the space of a year, I built 2 centers. I built this, I built the other center. I'm building more centers because I want to do more. I want to give you people the opportunity. And that's the essence of life. So please, I beg you, do not waste this opportunity. Very soon, those in SS3, Mr. Aduwabudo will come. He'll come to your school. He'll say, register to get coaching, extra coaching for your WAEC exam. Please, tell your principal that they should sign up, that you want to register. I'm trying as much as possible to make it happen. With some of my friends that made a donation, we installed Starlink. We have internet here. It's constantly on for students to come and practice. Not to come and watch Banke. Not to come and watch Iwashku. No. To come and practice their studies and do well. So when they come to the school, sign up for it. We've got computers. I brought more computers today. As God bless me, I'll bring in more. So you can study and do online mock exams and check your scores and get ready for your WAEC and your JAM. I'll also help look for opportunities. You never know. If you do well, if I tell some of my friends and say, you know what, I got like this 5-6 good students from Odogun. And I want them to go to the very best schools in the world. You never know. You never know what might happen. I don't have a lot of money, but I have people. Because my greatest wealth are in people. I have you. I have you. If you do well, I do well. You are my future. Yes. By the grace of God, by the virtue of this competition, God has entrusted you in my hands, at least for this moment. I'm your brother and your friend. At least by the grace of God, God has given me the capacity to speak to you at this point in your life. Some of you, things I say today, you might not listen. Many years ago, you say, oh, somebody told me and he advised me this way. So, if I do not impact you this way, God will ask me questions. I'm accountable for you. You are my wealth. If you do well, I'm happy. So that's why I want you to do well. Don't do evil to people. Leave evil alone. Create opportunities. Because I know you too in the future, you build a center ever bigger than this one. You're going to be greater than me. You're going to be greater than me. And that's going to be my joy. I want to democratize success and achievements. I want to democratize development. That's my passion. And this debate we're having is just a single step. You know, when Neil Armstrong got to space, the man that got to space, he said something. He said, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. So this is my one small step. And this is your giant leap for mankind. And you are the future. You are the one that's going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I can't wait for you to be way greater than me. I can't wait for you to be way more successful than I am. I can't wait for you to build centers that will impact people bigger than what I've built. Because you are my success. And you are my wealth. So guys, Mr. Aduwabudo is going to say a couple of remarks. Let the debate begin. The best man win. At some point, I guess some Lagos might join us. They will definitely join us in the middle of it. They're already coming on their way, just study for a bit. She also said 1 2 few words to you. And guess what? I know I'm not going to leave you guys hungry, so I've got some food for you. I can see, why you? Sorry, you're not bad. Why always? I can feel you. So we've got food, we've got drinks for you, you know, and we've got great prices, and we'll fraternize and we'll have a good time, alright? I love you all. Thank you. Bless you.
once again, we welcome all our students from Odogulu Comprehensive High School and the members of staff from a brilliant college, Odogulu and the staff, from Princeville Academy and the staff, and from my alma mater, Odogulu Grammar School. We are proud of you. This is the second edition of this Rufai Oseni debate competition. Some of you were members of the audience last year when we started this program at this humble place. And incidentally, Princeville Academy won the first edition. And I'm optimistic that this second round is going to be tougher because other schools have learned their games better now. So it's not going to be easy for Princeville again. But I'm sure that they will try their best to win the first edition. Besides, let me just mention this. Rufai has mentioned part of what brought us together. It's my godson, a very intimate brother and friend to my late son, Junior Ladepo. You all witnessed the endowment yesterday in the school, which he contributed to the scholarship fund. And then when we give you topics to discuss, we always keep off. Dr. Foladu Awe taught Rufai at Federal Government College, Odogulu in those days. Now a senior lecturer with the Lagos State University in the College of Agri. For talents that God gives to Rufai, that's why Dr. Awe is still here, coming to preside over a program initiated by his former student. And you know what that means. He actually put it rightly because of our location here, and coupled with some of the challenges we have had with electricity. Most of you may not be watching TVs, but I want to beg you, if you have the opportunity, Arise Morning Show, you always see Rufai with Dr. Ruben Abati and this lady Abiola. Ayo, yeah.
I was here.
Yes, yeah, she was here. We did it together last year. So they present the morning show and some other programs during the week and over the weekend. And most people will say, ah, that boy, I'm going to go to the At a point in time, I became afraid and I called him severally. Oh, my boy. Because when you say the truth to the power that be, sometimes your life might be at stake. But you know, it's been courageous and unrelenting to tell them the truth. And we believe that hopefully our leaders in Nigeria will learn to say the truth and speak the truth all the time. So Rufai, I give it to you. God will give you the strength and energy. And coming back to Odogulu, yes, it's challenging. You have mentioned the point that in those days, even when we used to get programs sponsored by General Dia under the auspices of the OCDC, General Dia will tell us that even before he was born, there were great people in Odogulu. Yes, and that is true. We have the Adefokwe's who were all over the world. Ambassador Adefokwe was all over the world, and he put Odogulu children in Foreign Affairs Ministry. You go to any embassy anywhere in the world, you will meet Odogulu people there. Major General Adefope, who happened to be the younger brother of Ambassador Adefope, was the International Olympics Committee chairman for Nigeria for years, and also was how do I put it now? He was a minister under Obasanjo's regime in 1977. You know, for him to attain so much, you get to anywhere in the world, when you talk about sports, they will mention Major General Henry Adefope, and so many others. But these days, when you talk about sports, you mention Israel Adesanya, the UFC former bantamweight champion or so. Rufai is all over the world. And when we had the maiden edition, people started calling from Britain, from US. What is happening? Even Baba Gundogba's children called, "Daddy, we saw you with Rufai Oseni. What's happening?" I said, well, we are starting a debate program. You see? We have said it all. When I was no CDC secretary, I used to lead the debate and quiz competition to him to handle. Even as a student, in school, Federal Government College, Udogolu will take part and he will still administer the debate and quiz unto them. So it was funny. We had fun. Yes, he kept doing it all the way. And I remember an occasion when he was on holiday in Delta, that there was this Nigerian international match that he just stumbled into the radio station and he ran the commentary fluently. So the governor then, Ibori, requested to know who ran the commentary, and they said he's an holiday maker from Ogun State. Holiday maker, a student? So bring him here. And right there, the governor gave him a handshake with wallet and a laptop. So eventually, when I started hearing Emi Rufai Omodogolu on radio, I challenged him. I said, Rufai, what have you gone to do with broadcasting? He said, well, that is my passion for now. I said, with all these studies you have, put in place, broadcasting, he said, Uncle, let's just keep moving on. And suddenly I saw him on television again. I said, oh God, you are there. The course of debate is not limited to classroom work. It has a lot of scope. You have to begin to think beyond reading in the textbooks. You learn from all scripts, all manners of publications. If you can't do that, then you cannot really represent your school very well. Not reading government textbook or reading English textbook or, go outside your normal classroom work. Expand your scope by reading anything available, newspapers, magazines, listen to radio commentaries, listen to TV, listen to arguments, political arguments everywhere. Then you'll be able to appraise the topic given to you. Nobody, the panel here, will never be partial. I'm very sure of that. And everybody will appraise those that are selected at the end. But whatever it is, this is a competition. It's an educational competition. It's not a do or die thing. Anybody can win, anybody can lose, anybody can be the first or the last or the second or third. Any school. But the import is for you to have gained something at this occasion. So by the time we finish, you'll be able to assess and appraise your performances. Those that will speak for or against, and at the end of the day, those that will support the topic